So, hi everyone, as you can see by the name and by the suit that I have on me right now, this is on the updated version on the Batman 2021 Batsuit. So yeah guys, 2021 is going to be a good year for Batman, as we all seen from that trailer. Like, come on, it's so good. It's so good. The way he is, the grittiness, the early year Batman, the way we saw the armor, his top heaviness. I loved it all, and yeah, I'm just going to start explaining it a wee bit more. I have a stand and stuff. Wanted to show you guys in it. I have a new chest piece. I have new abdomen armor. I have a few new updates on the belt. I have updates on the cowl. You can see here the squared off nose. I put in the white eye lenses. We know now that he doesn't wear that. He doesn't have sort of white contacts or anything. I will be redoing a new mask. But yeah, guys, thank you for so much love on the last video. We have got like 30,000 views and still going because of the trailer. So really, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You're all amazing. I'm glad you all like the suit so much. Please, I hope this goes on and helps you maybe make your own. It's going to be a lengthy video, so stay tuned. I'll be explaining and trying to give some tips and tricks on how I made all of this. You know, the shoulder pads, all of the new updates, the new emblem and stuff, and especially on the cowl. But yeah guys, here's me in the new suit, and I'll just be explaining it. I hope you like it. Thank you again so much for all the love on the past video. Really, it does mean a lot. This was a labor of love for this suit. It really was. But yeah, I'm vengeance. So, hi everyone. This is the Robert Pattinson Batsuit. I put it up on display. This is the one I just have outside my room along with the Robin Titans. I look at this every day, and it really, I wanted to share it with you guys. I have a new updated chest armor that you just see me in. We have a new updated abdomen piece armor. We have some new updates to the cowl. We have some new updates to the armor, you know, the bicep portion. We have other updates with the belt that's on the inside that I will show you guys. But this is the suit all in all, and some Gauntlet updates. The suit, to start off with guys, was a passion of love for the Robert Pattinson and the Batman 2021 movie coming out. I don't know, I just had a feeling that it was going to be amazing. That trailer, I love DC fandom. Thank you so much for the whole, like, DC, you did it right. Virtual Comic Con was amazing. It was something good to share for fans, and this was just the PA resistance, the finisher on top that gave us Robert Pattinson's Batman trailer. 25% done footage. We got a first look at the man himself in the suit, what he sounds like, sort of. Also that beatdown on that thug was badass. Arkham Origins vibes all over. I will be doing a review on that, but now we'll get to the costume and the cosplay. A lot of people have asked me, am I going to be selling some of these? I will be hopefully producing some for various sizes. I'll be producing some cards because I do have some Carnival masks. But yeah guys, let's get straight into the costume. The updated chest armor that we do have here, I've just painted the symbol with all the metallic bits. So the chest piece itself is a whole updated armor. You can see it has the sort of shape, the squarish build that he did. I made this from Peltex. So guys, Peltex can be found online. I actually have some here. So we have some Peltex Ultra Firm Sewing. Now this I actually ordered online. Well, someone did order for me. Thank you so much. You know who you are. And this is perfect. I've used it for the cowls. I've used it for everything else. It comes very thickly in either thick or thin. So you can use it for different various things. Like I use it for the armor, the cowl build-ups. I use it for the symbols and everything else. You can order that guys from eBay. I think it's Amazon that they got it off of. So it's easily found. You can use EVA foam guys or cardboard. But again, that's Peltex Ultra Firm Sewing. And again, you can just look up, you know, you have the picture there, Palon. And this is what I then wrap with the fabric. So I cut the base shape. I first use also paper templates. Guys, paper templates are the perfect thing to use. They really help me if you know your body. Building this suit, I have made many costumes and many cosplays. I know sort of what my body fits like. I know what certain, you know, t-shirts and trousers fit well. Then I move that over on the fabric and I sew it together. So I have a lot of patterns saved up, a lot of old clothing. I actually have a pair of jeans there that fit me nice that have busted in the way, like around here. So I'm going to use those for a pattern, and I'll be reusing that pattern again for trousers and one-piece costumes. This is a one-piece build underneath, so it's a one-piece body suit. You can go along and buy a one-piece body morph suit, guys. But this is a lightweight grey used for the whole bodysuit. And then at the sides here, we have some 4-way stretch lycra fabric. This is, guys, if you didn't catch the video beforehand, you can go and watch that also, but this is the updated version. Once I took off the chest piece, which was a bit bulky, I was getting a cracking few comments saying that looks like Batwoman. Also people saying I look like Barry Allen or Robin if I stole the armor. Very good. Very, very good. That's one of the reasons why I haven't tried Batman. But this inspired me that much. The trailer, everything, before everything, I knew that it was going to be good. I don't know why I had a vibe. Batman Year 2, sort of, no one's did it yet. We've got Batman Begins, where he just went straight in with the bulky, you know, armor thing and spray it. I like this a lot more. It's more tactical. It's a lot more Bruce Wayne. We're going to see him actually be able to move, the mobility, the attack. We've seen him with the grapple hook. You've seen him go up the stairs. It's going to be badass. But back to the costume, the chest plate is what you're going to really want to focus on. So to make it that square, rectangular shape, I was building these parts here at the bottom. I was building those too big. I had those a bit too big. People were saying it looked like it gave me breasts, which was the Batwoman comments were very good. But that's where it helped me. The criticisms really did help me. The feedback helped me. So I then sized it down a lot more. Thinned this in a lot more. A shout out to Fanatic Effects, though they are a prop manufacturer company on Instagram. Go check those out, guys. They really have replicated this costume very good. It's badass. They've sold it to a few people, and the costume is, I think it's cast in rubber or it's 3D printed. Either way, it looks really nice, and that's where I sort of got the inspiration for the shapes. Size this down a lot more, a lot smaller. I'll actually show you. So this is the chest plate previously. You can see a difference. The gap in the middle, also I made that a lot thinner. So I actually did the two pieces and then built a border in the back. I built a sort of support system right in here in the center of my pecs and glued the two separate pieces, brought them in and glued it, made a nice thin line. Whereas in here, you can see it's a bit thick. You can see also it comes in here a bit, it widens out here, whereas this is just a straight line, comes down and straight back in. The paper templates, again, like I said, guys, are going to really help you in making these shapes. These are very, not easy, but they're a lot easier to make than when you're building this. So again, like if you know your body, you'll know sort of the pec, say you'll know your top half, and that's where this really helped out. I just made this rectangular. I used a Stanley blade or a pair of scissors, a sharp blade, and I sort of cut in the back, sort of like what you do with EVA foam. You make sort of cut-ins at the back to fold that in better. I did it with the Peltex. I didn't cut all the way through. It just helped me bend it a lot better. If you're using cardboard, it will help you bend a lot better, give you a lot cleaner line. And I just made those cut-ins, slightly grazed it across the lanes that I wanted to bend, and it gives a really nice shape all in all. Comes around here. I can actually move in the costume, you know, which is good. But the major difference is the symbol doesn't come off, and you can just see the wideness. So if I put that up here, it's a lot wider than this. So this just comes across like a straight line, like a rectangle, whereas this was coming up around here. Now sort of his does do that. His does have that diagonal lines coming up around here. You can use cardboard EVA foam, guys, to build out your chest piece. Honestly, you get that shape right, the whole suit just flows. The whole suit will go with, you know, you build up the ab portions based on where it comes up and measures up to around here. Then you build up the side armor around the abdomen pieces. You take it in steps. I sort of did. I took it in, first I made the chest plate, then I made the armor, or the abdomen armor, then I went in and did the side pieces. Again, I had to redo that. So I pulled off the stomach pieces, 1, 2, and 3. Remade those again completely. I made them a bit thinner, made the gap here in the middle a bit wider, because it helped me bend a lot more. It made me breathe. I know in the actual design now, which we've saw, I have to look at it a lot more, but his is a lot top heavy. You can see when he walks the shoulder. I have to remake new shoulder pads, but that is the next step. I'll just be remaking maybe a cowl and shoulder pads. The rest might stay the same. I may just maybe just change the shape slightly, but this is all staying the same. The undersuit, the abdomen armor, the side pieces, the gauntlets are sort of on point as well. The cowl, the ears just need to be fixed, so the ears actually need to be made thinner. which I actually did. I thought it looked a bit weird when I first made that Batman mask, and I have pictures of that, which I'll show. But I just thought that, right, this doesn't look right. It doesn't look, they were pointing out to here sort of, so I made in the spacers and I made them sort of more Arkham style, where it flowed a lot better at my head. But we have got that sort of behind his head look, so we know where the ears go. They are pushed right to the back. They're a bit thinner and they sort of form on his head. They don't actually like come from the back of his head, they form from the mold of the head. It's sort of weird to describe, but they do form up. And I have a lot of better, you know, a better reference to work off of in the next coming weeks. This suit will definitely be getting redone. I love this thing, but you know, I'll hug it. The shoulder pads, guys, you can actually, I would say, make a lot more curve, you know, a curvature to it. Mine's is a bit squarish, but what I did was, I have a big bag of shoulder pads that I bought from my local Poundland, so that's a discount shop. And these shoulder pads come like this. So, you know, what I did was built around this. So this originally went like that, and I just built up the shape of this around that. So if you have a nice shoulder base, goes on there. I'm going to be remaking them. Like you can see, I have a lot of shoulder pads, but I'll just be making a curve. Instead of here where it's a straight line, I'll be making a lot more curved so that it flows better with my shoulder, and then it'll also come down a bit more. These pieces on the shoulder pad, I added on myself. This is a sort of personal design that I just added on. I thought to bring it down a bit more. But since, like again, like we saw the reference pictures, we saw him wear it, I know what to base it off of now. So a lot more curved in here. These sort of, you know, these bump pieces, he has sort of like these pieces of the bumps coming out of a shoulder pad, sort of like, you know, a design within them. They'll be something that we just try, I'll maybe just build onto. I'll maybe just make little grooves coming along here with Peltex. I'll maybe actually glue these pieces on to this and wrap it. So wrap it in maybe some black stretchy fabric so that it just blends together with it. I have a few ideas to make this a lot better, but I wanted to get the design overall, and I knew I couldn't do it with, you know, without doing that, adding these on. These are just pieces of plastic from clothes pegs that you hang your washing out with, you know, on a washing line. I cut those up. I don't know what the sort of, I want to get something with a nice groove in it, because you can see in his, it's a really nice design. It just has those bumps that come out, 3 of them, maybe, I think maybe 4, but the 3 indentations that come out along the shoulder pad, and they go to sort of a square in here. That's something that I'll be trying to do. You can see I have it here, but you can, if I actually lift that up, you can see the shoulder pad inside there that I built around, and that's just something that I will be, you know, remaking again. You can do yours, guys, hard, but the size matters sometimes with this, because you can see he's top heavy. I want it to flow well. I want to give a nice stature to it, so I'll remake them maybe the same size, but I'll just make a nicer pattern all in all. I'll have a nice flow to it. So yeah, the shoulder pads I've got a few questions on, guys. You just build them up off of a nice base. These cost me £1, so I bought like, I think around 9 pairs. They come in different sizes. I spray paint them also, so I've used these for different things. Poundland discount stores, guys, check those out. We have the square nose that I've added in and the lenses. So it comes around here. All I did was 3 pieces of Peltex. You can see 1, 2, 3. I glued those together to make the nose shape, but I made it to fit my nose. I didn't make it to fit, you know, what I thought the design looked like. I measured my nose with a piece of paper, which I just put around my nose, measured it out, and then I again transferred that onto the Peltex, peeled off of the lycra fabric up in here, and then put the you know, sort of the inlay on the inside of the nose and give it a nice shape. All in all, I love how it looks on. I swear to God, I know I always say this, but the lenses, I can see, like we saw from the trailer, he doesn't have lenses. I thought he sort of maybe was going to go for contact lenses. His eyes are really, he has that, I don't know what he has with that emotion. Raccoon eyes, obviously, so he has the painted. We saw he has the makeup underneath at the end of the trailer, where you can see he's sweating. He has went through a hard night. He peels off the cowl. it actually has a back piece, you know, attached down here. I'll be remaking that in the new one. But the white lenses I'll be cutting bigger. I've got a few, you know, questions as well, which I'll show here with a new cowl that I have. But the square nose comes in, the stitch pattern comes around the head. I used chalk and a marker. So I drew the lines on with chalk and then dotted it on with a marker. Like I said, I had to put inserts inside so the cowl, just to make the ears stand up a bit better. It does have that Arkham Knight effect where it comes in the head here, like that. Whereas his is supposed to be just slightly out a bit more like that. They're parted a bit and they're moved backwards to around, I think, here on the head. It's the tiny little details, the tiny details that give the looks and the when you're taking your pictures for your cosplays. They do matter sometimes. So when you just look at things, I'll be replacing the ears and putting them back to around here. And yeah, I'll be actually adding in some inserts for his cheekbones also. You can see he has like a forehead cheekbone piece up here that sinks into his head. I'll be adding in a more curved eyebrow. So he actually has instead of this, you know, jagged eye, it looks more like a Michael Keaton type eyebrow where it's sharp, Tim Burton. He has a curved, you know, eyebrow around his eye to give it a bit more. I don't know if it's just the noir look, the detective look. I like the cowl. I love the mask. I do. The actual Pattinson cowl. A lot of people are hating on it. I love it. I think it looks badass as all hell. I've been waiting for a cowl where you're able to move your head. Dark Knight did give us that. It did look good. I thought it was just too close up here in the mouth. Love the way Batflex looks, but again, it just, you have to fill up all this space in the back of the head here, which if you know, wear cosplay and cowl, rubber cowls, you'll know you'll have to fill up some space sometimes. These sort of, his sort of form fit cowl and his mask, I think it's better. It looks a lot more aesthetically pleasing to me. I don't know, just maybe it's because I make costumes, I don't know. But yeah, guys, that's the cowl and the updates. I'll be remaking this right here, and this is going to be the new Batman cowl. This is made from a Carnival mask. I went down and purchased a few. So you can just see up here, Carnival mask. You can buy these in different sizes. They come in male or female. So a female is actually quite smaller that I'll be using for kids. This is for my little nephew. I'll be making him a kid flesh mask. And these I bought a few just to make different masks. I have two in the process of making. But you can just see here, I've built up the sides. So I've cut off the mouth, built up the sides in here. You can see like that. And then I just have to make the top portion. It goes around here along the head, and then these side inserts in here. So there's going to be a piece here, comes along, and then another piece that curves along the top of my head. Then I'll add in the ears right here. I'm going to be cutting this eye shape. I've got a lot of comments about people, the eyes, I should be changing the eye shape. It does come with a pre-cut design in them. That's sort of, I love symmetry. I love things being symmetrical. So I tend not to change a lot of things that look good, but I will be going in with a paper template and just slightly cutting the eyes bigger, and also inserting, again, like I said, the curved eyebrows and the cheek parts here. But yeah, guys, this is it, just in the raw stage of being made. You can see my ears fit out here, like there. I have paper templates. It's also on my head mannequin. So I have it here on my head mannequin. You can just see here, it fits on. And yeah, it doesn't always line up, but let's see, I haven't tried it yet. Oh, it does. It does sort of line up. Look, this goes on there like that. And yeah, you know, it just lines up around there. And also there's an under mask for the cowl. So you wear this and then put this on top. You can see it in the previous video, but I will show it here at the end. And yeah, this is the whole thing. You can just make this out of 4-way stretched lycra. It's actually double layered, so it's one layer of the lycra fabric and then another sewed together, just so that I know it's extra sturdy. It's sort of lightweight, so I wanted to make sure it was extra thick to match up with the suit. I've also made some pieces with Peltex to fit in there. I stepped like this. I made the chest, then I made the abs, I made the side pieces. But the bodysuit, guys, you can, again, like I said, it's made from lightweight grey fabric. The cape is, again, a black lightweight fabric. So this is made from black lightweight fabric, 7 sides all in all. I sewed this with a sewing machine. You start off with the back, so you'll want to cut a piece just for your back. Add on 2 additional sides on each side, left and right. And if it isn't as big enough, you just keep adding pieces, and then you'll want to just fit it around your neck. Capes are really easy to make. I love them because they're so easy and they give such definition. They give really good, you know, I love Batman on the edge of a building, crouching and his cape's blowing. Robin looks really badass, you know, this force of nature just coming at you with a flowing cape at his back when he's running fast, doing his acrobatics. It's a really good feature to have for any sort of, if anyone's watched the Superman Man of Tomorrow movie, go check that out. It's only released right now. Yeah, this is the neck collar and the cape. So the cape, you know, like I say, it accentuates. It's one of the most exciting parts of the costume, I think, for me. I love drawing them all. So they look badass as all hell. They make characters look really good. But the cape clips in with Velcro here. It's made from lightweight black fabric. The neck piece, like we have seen in his, comes right up to here. I might be making a bigger one. I actually might make a whole new cape just because I don't like the leather. I don't like the leather look that has the whole leather capes. It's very heavy. It's not really practical. I don't know, maybe the flutter or the sound, that's what people want. But I love a lightweight fabric, but it's to each their own. Like I say, this is good for cons, for wearing, for you know, just for all lightweight purposes. It's very breathable. You're just walking about a con and you can barely feel it hanging on your back. It flows over the shoulders or it can come around the front like this. So you know, you can have that sort of look coming around here. It encompasses, like I said, 7 layers, so with 7 pieces, 7 sides all in all, and that comes right round to the front like that. But you can pull it over the shoulder and have it sit like that. Some people fix theirs in place, so as you can see, like this. But yeah, the shoulders will just come up. I have some elasticated straps here for the chest piece that comes around the shoulders, helps it sit nice and even. Like I say before, this will be getting changed and it's optional, but you can go for it. Sort of like a Batman Gotham by Gaslight. His collar that comes up along here, I made some Peltex, cut just 2 pieces of curved, like a diagonal curve, and wrapped those in fake leather. I have some black fake leather, some brown that I've made the pouches and stuff in, but it gives it a really nice effect. Like I said, I want to be making a new one, just to get that shape right, make maybe a whole new cape, and just again, like I say, make the Velcro come in here, so the Velcro straps in there. I'll just make the exact same pattern in Velcro so that both capes can clip in the same. They'll just fold on top, and you can use it for different costumes. I have some Peltex here on the sides that just flows over the shoulder better, gives it a nice shape. The fabric was sort of, it wasn't bunching up, but these are on the design itself, but they do help sit nice along your shoulder. The bicep parts, you can see they were like that before, so they sort of sat around here around the bicep like that. That is the design, but I didn't like the weathering and all the metallic paint, so I've went for a better, more sleeker design, thinner gaps in between. So you can see I gapped it out here in the middle too much and around here, so I've made thinner gaps. I've went for a more accurate pattern within the bicep. We can clearly see now, like I say, from the trailer, you can see a lot more definition, a lot more reference pictures to work off of, but his bicep portions just come along here like that. And I have a leather strap that I bought from Poundland, my local discount store. This was a pet collar or a pet walking lead, so you can buy those and they only cost £1. They're good for leather straps, especially for this Batman, because he has a few leather straps and leather accessories on. But I used it for the bottom, you know, like a border coming along the bottom of the bicep, and it just cuts off. It gives it a really nice cut off for the arm, all in all, so you can just see like that. And yeah, that he has sort of a gold piece here too. This is all made from Peltex. I just measured up my bicep, then I wrapped it, sort of cut the same pieces out of Peltex, wrapped that in fabric, and it's a double layer, so it's really thick. A lot of people were saying beforehand in the videos I should bulk up the biceps a bit more, which they were right, because the shoulders were bulky, the chest was bulky, and then it came to the bicep portions which just looked a bit thin. So I went for a more sleeker design, and it's a lot more bulkier. Gives me that better figure overall. Goes there like that, and here. And I love how it looks. I just love how it looks all in all. I wish I could place these on and have it sit like that. But yeah, guys, the gloves, I made some 4-way stretch gloves. on here that you can just see. You can buy these if you want to buy some leather gloves. I think that we saw he had leather gloves he is probably wearing. And these are paintballing gloves. They are rubber fingerless gloves, so they have some rubber guard armor pieces on here to protect your fingers from paintballs. I went paintballing a good few years ago a lot of times, and I asked them could I buy a bulk of these. So I have a few pairs and they cost cheaply. You can buy them on eBay or Amazon, guys. They fit in perfect with this. So they go down for the gauntlets. So we have a better look at the gauntlets from the trailer. Also, he has the flechettes that go in here. Previously mine weren't aligning right here at the bottom, so I have them all aligned. The leather straps, you know, were all straight, and all I did was have to move the straps over slightly. But we have the fins. He has that rectangular fins that I don't think we've seen yet, but his flechettes are a bit bulkier. They actually span a bit around his forearm a bit more, so I might be, you know, I might pre-order some plastic ones to put along this. You guys can, I use wooden dowels and spray painted them silver. You can use pens, you can use any kind of tubing that you want, any kind of thing that looks the way you want it to, but you'll want to just have these wee black pieces that hold them in place. I used some fake leather and wrapped them in a cylinder, glued those on, and yeah guys, they sit nice and tight. I just have to get some pointed edges, which is again why I might just buy them. You can look on Etsy, you can look on Facebook. Instagram's a good place for manufacturers. I might look up and buy a symbol also, you know, for the next suit. But yeah, the gauntlets were made from shin guards, and he has his in two parts. So he has one part here and another up top. You can just see it separates there in the middle, sort of the way his does, but it's a bit more squarish. I might make new gauntlets. I love how they fit though. I use Peltex. I just armored it up slightly, you know, put another layer on top for the flechettes to sit on. I have a sort of wrist piece, or just right here, it sits on the top of my wrist. And then again, the spikes, they're not the traditional sort of spiked with a curve, or they're not sort of the Nolan verse sort of spikes or fins. They're just flat edges that I think are straps. A lot of people again were commenting, I think they're just the straps. Here he has 3 straps that come along here. I sort of have mine sort of laying up with it, but they come off of Velcro. And yeah guys, the gauntlets are a pretty good design that they have all in all. The flechettes and the sort of knives, they're going to be the things that are going to stand out and make it look really nice. This is the suit all in all was a really big passion project. I love how it looked. I have to look up the shin guard, sort of what he has going on down here. Have some boots that we have here. These are just some workman's boots that I've had for when I've had for around for years, when I was doing some, you know, outside work, or when I got asked for family members for help outside and stuff. Just black sturdy steel toe cap boots. You can go for a more sleeker look, like sort of Doc Martens. Go to mountain or, you know, camping shops, sort of like that. You'll get sort of boots that are like these. You want to get maybe a high cut, so you know, up here you get a high cut boot, and that'll give you the nice design for your Batman. Like we saw in the trailer, he was walking up, we got a really good look. They're not full on like big leather things, which I love. That's what I'm glad. It's more grounded. These are a lot better to wear for when you're, you know, doing your crime fighting. I don't know anything about that, but just saying. And yeah, this is the costume all in all. I'll show you guys the belt. And yeah, so this is the belt, guys. I made it from a luggage fastener. So this is a luggage fastener, guys, a luggage strap. I got this again in my local discount store. You can purchase these in chemists and post offices. My local discount store always has these, and they're good for utility belts. I made a Robin one, and it's badass. I do have to show you that for the Titans. It's all black with a yellow buckle. But this, guys, you can just purchase, again, like I said, in all those stores, or look around for something better. But I wrapped that in some colored fabric. So this one was black, and I wrapped it in that, and then added on all the details. This one originally, I think, was orange. Yeah, you can just see the orange tint on the inside there. But once you add on all your, you know, sort of accessories and your utilities, it looks really nice. They fit really well. The clip in the middle, you know, comes off like that. I've started using them sort of differently. I'll show you in the next video. But what I've done is add on all this metallic detail. So that's sort of what the Batman 2021 design has. His is all metallic. a lot of straps, a lot of structure to it, you know, clips that can clip on, take off. Not your traditional Batman, just utility pouches that has infinity space, you know, infinite space inside of it. He just pulls anything out of. Little capsules that he presses down on the, you know, the cylinders, and wee bombs come out. I believe it and I love it, but this belt I love. It's more tactical. I like how it looks. And yeah, this, you know, I have to change out for the accessories are interchangeable, so I bought a black torch because I thought it would go better than this silver one. But the silver looks nice. It's sort of metallic. Like I say, I'm trying to give it sort of that metallic tactical look. The pouches I made myself from fake leather. You can purchase that, guys, online, your local fabric shop. I actually have a supplier who makes motorcycle chairs and bikes and stuff. She has a lot of scrap, so I sort of get that. And they are usable, they are functional with some Velcro here. Very handy, very, you know, handy to work with. You just have to, the fake leather is really good to scrape up the glue on and, you know, make it stick, because leather does not stick well with glue. So you have to scrape off the leather and then put it on. Once you do that, you're golden. We have the handcuffs here that come around. He has those back cuffs that I think we've saw in some concept art, and they just clip on there like that. A pouch, like I say, has came off, so that's something that I have to fix. Fake leather is not good. It doesn't stick well with glue. This is a perfect example. So I have to scrape all here with a sort of sharp edge, scrape all of this leather off, and the glue and the adhesive will stick better to the other side of what the fake leather is on. So yeah, guys, it's all in the process of learning. It's all a learning curve for me too. And I love the straps, you know, again, all the metallic buckles and strapping going on, the clips that can clip on to stuff. It's a very utilitized belt, like a utility belt should be. You know, I'm making up words now, utilitized. But you can see he has sort of a triangular piece coming down from his buckle in the center. His is sort of a triangle buckle shape. I just have this little clip right here, hoping to go more accurate. He has, again, some, you know, pouches and like cylinders that come along on this side here of his belt. You look up some reference designs. I try to look and make it as accurate as possible. Another big leather pouch, some leather pouches around here at the back, a lot of leather. And then we have the thigh. I think this is where his grapple gun is going to be. Not fully accurate yet to what everything is going to be, but I have to change that out, put in the black one to see if it looks better. Yeah, guys, the utility belt can be used in different variations. For Nightwing's is sort of more attached to his costume. I love a Robin utility belt. I would love to do a Green Arrow utility belt, because I think he deserves one. He needs one. He's an archer. Yeah, guys, you can design yours whatever way you want. Go look up some reference pictures, and this has been my Batman 2021 costume V.2 review. And I hope this maybe inspires you to go make your own. I'm going to jump into this costume again, get clean shaven. You're going to see me in the costume. So thank you so much. So, like, if you've lasted this long, thank you for coming and watching the other video, because you guys have shown me so much love over the past few weeks and months that it's sort of hard not to want to make you guys, you know, happy and interested in this stuff. I know you're already interested, but I want to make it exciting for you. I want to make it as informative as possible. I'm getting tongue twisted, but I want to make the information easy to digest. I want to help you along your cosplay journey. You know, I'll be a part of it, but in no way am I like the reason for your successes, guys. Your costumes that you make are amazing. They're all you. Your videos, everything, guys. I love the message that I get about inspiring people and, you know, helping people to make their costumes. You guys did that, and it's so good to hear all the feedback on these costumes as well. The sort of sarcastic, brilliant comments like Warner Brothers is looking their suit back. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Honestly, I'm going to jump into this costume right now. Like I said, if you've lasted this long, you're class. I've been John Hay talking about this costume. You're amazing, guys. See you soon when I'm in this. So guys, this is me again in the suit. I've had a shave that you've seen at the start of the video. But guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've lasted this long, I know it was a lengthy video, but I just wanted to show you know, all the new updates within the mask, within the chest piece, the sort of stature and the, you know, the thinness that it gives here in the body. We have seen his costume, you know, it's sort of bulky. I hope this helps you build your Battinson suit, or if you want to go and build any other costume sort of with the same, you know, layers in the same armor layout, go for it. You get a one-piece body morph suit, or make your own one-piece suit, and then you go and just layer it up piece by piece, guys. You know, that's all it is. At the end of the day, it's us in our rooms or in our workshops, and we make these costumes from the love that we have for these characters. You know myself, I have a Batman tattoo on the back of my neck. I just have a sort of love for the character. You can see in the background also, some guy had to sell all his Batman All-Star, Batman and Robins. He had to sell his whole comic collection. I got most of them. Yes, I know it's controversial, that issue, but yeah, this is on Pattinson. Thank you so much, Matt Reeves, for sort of giving us this iteration. Thank you, Robert Pattinson, for taking on the role. You know, it's not like you're ever going to watch this, but you guys out there, thank you for watching this. It really does mean a lot to me. I appreciate all the feedback. Let me know down below what you think on the costume. Let me know down below if you're working on some. G0 Senpai, he is finishing up his on Instagram. Go check him out. Again, Fanatic Effects really helped me build this costume. You know, the proportions and the design and stuff. They have a really good layout. They have really amazing props. If you want to go check those out, guys, they are up for purchase and up for sale. I will hopefully be reproducing this costume. But yeah, this has been me in my Robert Pattinson 2021 The Batman costume. Thank you so much for watching. As always, from me, everyone here at Ireland, you're amazing, guys. Hope this inspired you. Always at your geek speak, and I've been trying to be the Batman. See you later, guys, in the next video. I'm vengeance.